What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. I know you guys could probably already tell that it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to check this one out, as we got Antifa's ringleader in Minnesota messing around and quickly finding out after sending threats, stalking, and harassing ICE agents for over a month now. Kristi Noem and President Donald Trump have teamed up together to put this guy away for good, and I'm excited to get into this one. So without further ado, let's get straight to today's scoop.
In recent days and weeks, the number of death threats against officers has increased a staggering 8,000%. That number coming as new video shows the feds arresting a self-described Antifa member in Minneapolis. He's now being charged after making violent threats against ICE agents in that city.
This is where ICE has come to die. We want to know who they are. We will identify every single one of them, and we will prosecute them to the full extent of the law. And if that has to be done at the barrel of a gun, then let us have a little fun.
Justice Department using this as an example that if you threaten ICE officers, there's going to be real consequences. So as you mentioned, this is a self-described Antifa member now hit with federal charges for his disturbing videos on social media. We'll show you more of those videos, but first, this is him right here, Kyle Wagner. They arrested him yesterday early in the morning. He was proudly wearing a hoodie with "I'm Antifa" plastered right across it there. The criminal complaint describes the threats against ICE. Fox obtained some of those videos. You can watch it for yourself.
This is not a joke. There's nothing fun to chant about it. Get your guns and stop these people.
All right, folks, and I knew Antifa was pretty bad, but I never knew they were being ran and led by a complete and full-on psychopath. You could tell this guy has lost his mind twice over again, and after doing a little bit of digging into his background, didn't even take much to see. I can honestly say that this is the most bizarre individual that I've ever come across.
I own my weird queer stuff. I am all the things they hate about Antifa. I'm a union guy that dresses up in women's clothing, and I'm queer, but I'm also a father, and you know, I'm covered in tattoos, and I love the Church of Satan's, you know, commandments and stuff, you know, like I'm a crazy leftist. I'm a crazy leftist. Sure, that was the whole point when I started doing I'm Kyle, I'm Antifa, is like all my tattoos are anti-fascist, like memorabilia, like the White Rose movement and Viva la Resistance and the Quick Thing Duck, the Mahayana Buddhist monk who self-immolated in Saigon Square. It all has like these, it's all kind of about the same thing, right? So that's why I was like so outspoken, because when they started saying things like, oh, if you're anti-fascist, you're a terrorist and we're coming for you, I was like, well, I'm right here, bro. What are you talking about? I'm a terrorist.
And this clip right here was from an interview just 4 days ago from Mr. Kyle. Chaos Kyle is what he's going by, his alias, but you can clearly see that wasn't even a minute long of a clip, and you can see how not wrapped tight that guy is up top. And if you're wondering why these basket cases keep displaying this behavior and thinking that it's okay, just look at what their local leaders are saying to them. They're preaching this.
Since Trump's Operation Metro Search began, community members are afraid to go out as a result of the occupation in our city by ICE. Not only is the federal occupation hurting businesses, the president's reprehensible rhetoric has led right-wing grifters to show up here to terrorize our community. It is indefensible. Hurting small businesses is just the tip of the iceberg. Under the Trump administration's so-called Operation Metro Search, constitutional rights are being trampled, families are being ripped apart, and fear is being weaponized to try to beat us into submission. Federal immigration agents are terrorizing our neighbors, stopping people of color, demanding papers, detaining U.S. citizens, and brutalizing Minnesotans in the name of public safety. But we know this is not about public safety or immigration enforcement. It is state-sanctioned violence and political retribution. What is unfolding in our state is not accidental. It is part of a coordinated effort to target Black and brown immigrant and Muslim communities through fear, racial profiling, and intimidation. This administration's immigration agenda is not about law enforcement. It is about making people feel they do not belong regardless of their citizen status or the law.
And this from Ilhan Omar is a perfect illustration of what we mean by the inflammatory rhetoric has spiraled too far out of control that now people feel justified acting completely unhinged. Take a look at this next one.
We are literally creating a place that we know who's coming and going in and out of our neighborhoods.
In the middle of the road at 32nd and Cedar Avenue, a makeshift roadblock turned this intersection into a roundabout. Cars slowed as drivers noticed, some honked, others asked questions, and one man brought food for the people standing watch.
Hi, sir. Thank you so much.
How did it make you feel just seeing a community checkpoint in your neighborhood?
Well, you know, it felt fine. I don't have any trouble with folks helping out.
Wade Haynes has been standing at this corner twice a day for one reason: to stand up against ICE activity and keep his community safe. He chose this corner. Others chose this intersection.
It's kind of inspiring. It's like, wow, okay. We've got folks out there who are kind of taking care of us, looking out for us. That's good.
But Minneapolis police stepped in, clearing the roadblock and restoring flow of traffic.
Honestly, I'm kind of sad about it.
Still, residents say the roadblock was necessary.
We need to keep our neighbors safe, so we will be doing this again.
And my question is, why are these lunatics not being arrested? I mean, they've crossed the line. They've got way too comfortable making these threats and stirring this chaos. I mean, they're making roadblocks, their own roundabouts in the middle of the street. You just cannot be real. And just listen to what just happened to our friend Nick Shirley. These folks have gotten all the way out of control.
Now I am getting a little bit more fearful for what's happening in my life and what's happening with the life of my family, as you've seen not only attacks from like the mainstream media, but more so attacks from just people on the internet saying outlandish things about you and your life.
Our second day at the hotel, they said that we needed to move hotels because our word was out as to where we were staying. And we were told by the security that Nick was the #1 man, like they had a hit on you, is what they said. So it was very frightening. It was very frightening.
Lots of death threats. I mean, people have sent me photos of people in ditches saying this is going to be you, and people have openly said that.
When I first saw this one, it really did break my heart to see the type of attacks that Nick Shirley, someone who is viewed as a hero, is under right now. I'm sending my thoughts, my prayers his way, making sure that the Lord is watching over him and his family while they do get to the bottom of what's been going on, especially in Minnesota. I know he's probably in California right now. He's working on the next moves, but we can't forget what this is all about. This is a desperate attempt from these loonies on the left, these Antifa mobsters, to try to distract from the fact that, this truth is coming out. This fraud is being exposed.
So that was iconic. That's going to go down as one of the great moments of independent journalism, okay, when Nick Shirley discovered that. But now it's moving, okay? It's moving day for the Quality Leering Center in Minneapolis, because Jimmy, a U-Haul came, took everything away, even the sign's gone. But there's another place for the kids who want to leer. The Federalist is reporting that the Abion Child Care Center is accepting toddlers.
No.
Not toddlers. Look at that sign at the bottom. Everyone see that? Well,
oh, no.
Appears to have fixed the sign with a bad paint job. Before that, it accepted Todd, L-L-E-R-S, with 2 L's. Jimmy, that is the state of education today, but
yeah.
So they can't seem to get the signs right at the daycare.
Yeah, and I don't want to belittle the historic nature of Quality Leering, because it was the only daycare to have more typos than kids. Okay, it's pretty hard to do that. Usually you go to a daycare, there's, 10, 12 kids running around. That's not the case here. I didn't realize, good on the Federalist, I didn't realize this other one was real. Doesn't so much of this look like a meme to you? But it's crazy because when I was growing up, I wanted to work in TV. Kids my son's age want to do something more lucrative, like migrate here from Somalia. So we're doing it all wrong as TV people. I don't know what we were thinking.
Jimmy, they clearly had too many kids at the Leering Center, so they had to move to a bigger facility.
And honestly, can't say that we didn't see this one coming. I'm not shocked or the least a bit surprised to see the Quality Leering Center, the infamous fraudulent daycare, finally shutting down or ripping down all signage, and they've got U-Hauls out front. We can't forget who we can attribute this one to. It's our friend Nick Shirley. He was the one that did the groundwork on this one, putting his boots on the ground, doing the work that Minnesota's leadership wouldn't even do. Governor Tim Walz wasn't going to check this one out. He wasn't going to send anyone to check this one out until Nick Shirley went there and seen it for himself and covered it. And that's why he's receiving the hate and the attempts of attacks that he is. It's because they're trying to distract from what's actually happened here, and we cannot let that happen. I don't think it's going to happen, honestly. We're laser focused on rooting out these fraudsters, and all we have to do is continue to follow the money. We're not stopping here. California is next, and I think I'm going to end it here with this next one from Border Czar Tom Homan, who has now put the ball squarely back in the court of Minnesota leaders, saying, do your part and tone down the rhetoric. We're tired of seeing it from you guys. We know what you're trying to do.
But as far as Mayor Frey and Governor Walz, now it's time to do your job. I said we're not going to do any further drawdowns if the hate, the rhetoric, and the attacks on ICE, the impediment and interference doesn't cease. This is on you now. So you say you care about public safety. You say you believe ICE has a duty to do. You all say you agree with removing criminals. Now's the time to take some action. Do a public service announcement and tell these agitators to stop what they're doing, stop attacking ICE officers. They're not going to listen to me. I agree. I'm skeptical too that these agitators are going to stop. This is where the governor and the mayor can help with this message. Make their streets safe again. They say that we're causing economic chaos and disturbance in the neighborhood. No, it's the agitators that put up illegal roadblocks. It's the ones that attack ICE officers. So rather than having 6 officers at a site to arrest a bad guy, now we're going to have 6 more guys to perform a security detail to watch their back. So what would take 2 guys to do in the jail, it now takes 12 guys on the street. Now that we're in the jail, now the jails are helping us. Rather than those 12 guys arresting that one guy, we got 2 guys doing it in jail. That releases 10 more guys to do immigration enforcement in the United States.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Oh my goodness. I say good riddance to this Antifa ringleader, Kyle, Chaos Kyle, whatever they're calling him. I've seen him on Instagram, seen on TikTok, all over social media, way too much. And I was just wondering myself, like, if this were me and this were one of my friends or something, we would have been arrested immediately. That's all I kept thinking to myself. So I'm glad to see that Justice Department, Kristi Noem, Homeland Security, President Donald Trump finally said enough is enough. We got to draw the line with these guys. And this is, back on the Democrat side. I feel like they've put this in place. Like, they've set the tone for folks to be like, very amped up, and the tensions that we feel, the political tension right now, is due to the Democrats. They continuously, put out the very dangerous inflammatory rhetoric. They don't know they're listening to them. They don't know what kind of platform they have, apparently, because me as a smaller YouTube creator, I still watch my words very carefully, because I know you don't know who's out there listening to you or what they're capable of. Like, we got individuals like this guy who has completely lost it. He's insane. He's lost all of his marbles, and there we go. Ilhan Omar is saying, hey, we need to rise up. We got Mayor Frey encouraging people to continue getting out on the streets alongside his partner in crime, Tim Walz. I mean, like, they're not helping whatsoever. They're only hurting the situation. They're putting more people and their lives, their families' lives in jeopardy. This guy has been stalking, harassing, and threatening ICE agents for the entire year now, 2026. I seen him earlier, like January 8th was the first time I had seen the guy. So he's been going for over a month strong now, and like, no one's done anything. So I'm so glad to see that something's finally happened and they put this guy away, because he definitely is one of the guys you need to watch out. He deserves to be on the list. Watch him for sure, guys. But I'll continue to follow this one. Any updates to come. It seems like the Trump administration is no longer messing around when it comes to the dangerous and the inflammatory rhetoric. I believe that was the last warning from the Trump administration when we heard Border Czar Tom Homan saying, hey, we need to tone it down. If you guys are going to work with us in the prison system now, it's time to tone it down. Stop, labeling ICE agents and demonizing them like they're some sort of bad guys. They've done nothing wrong. They've only tried to help you guys out. But now is the time, guys. I want you all to hop in the comment section. I'm excited to hear what you guys are thinking on this guy right here, Chaos Kyle, Monster Energy Kyle, whatever you guys are calling him. Have you seen him before? Is this your first time seeing him? Either way, I'm glad that he has been picked up. I want you guys to let me know what you're thinking about this whole situation and how it has unfolded in the state of Minnesota. You're going to get to the bottom of this fraud, or you think it's going to be swept underneath the rug due to all these distractions that we've had from folks like Chaos Kyle here? Hop in the comments section, y'all. Comments are open, and I'm excited to hear what you guys are thinking on this one. And before you guys get out of here, if you could, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd enjoy more content like this, we'll catch you guys on the next week.